Alpha site. You're clear, strike team.
This is where it started, strike team. Let's get some answers.
So, this is Ground Zero. Whatever happened here is the cause of the dimensional breaches all over the world? The undead?
That's correct, Dr. Gray. Let's get the team inside.
Get him a body bag. Disregard that. Assist me. How's it going? Negative.
Shoot, they only killed one zone wall.
Got you sorted. C4 on.
Damn car. Hey, missile, I ain't got it.
All too easy.
Think how nice of a headset won't wait for the kill like a headset, yeah. They need to fix the headsets, I mean, for our kills, yeah. No, it doesn't count for the headset, yeah. Nice hard for like 100% death in 1 second. Now he dies like that. Yeah. Now he does not wait. Wait for ammo. I'm fine. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here, dude. Let's head. I'm waiting for the ammo. Yeah.
got a window for chopper exfil, strike team. Take it if we need to regroup. I'll let you know when the next one's available.
That's it for you.
Oh my god, I'm helping and it ain't work. That's bull. A lot of kills at least. For headshots, yeah. At least I'm getting there. Yeah. Maybe one more game or two. I don't know. I'll see. Yeah. And check out all the kills here. I got a start nice. Tight. I'm race again. Alright. Yeah, I'm looking again. Alright.
Rank 50. Okay, so let's start with the first category.
Wrong thing, yep. Alright.
Hey, what's going on everyone? If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're big deal. Moving on to our third attachment, we'll be using the Ember sighting point to increase our salvage drop rate and tighten up our hipfire spread. Next, for our magazine, I recommend the 50 round fast mag for the increased ammo capacity and faster reloads. And lastly, for the handle, the airborne elastic wrap for the best combined buff on ADS speed and flinch resistance. If you're someone who's completed your weapon skills for the AR class and you have 3 attachment slots left, I have 3 more for you guys to use. For your optic, feel free to use what you prefer, but I personally have been liking the Diamondback quite a bit. Moving on to the underbarrel, I suggest the Infiltrator grip. You're getting 3 buffs with no negative here. And lastly, for your stock, I recommend the SAS combat stock so you move a little faster when shooting and aiming as well. If you're looking for a multiplayer...
Okay, one look. One more. And I'll hit. Alright. Okay. Let's explore this suit out, yeah. Alright. Yeah, I'm stuck on this like hell guy, something and everything, but yeah. Alright. Yeah, I'll sit here. Alright. I do know I gotta kill you. I'm gonna see where's it. Alright. Okay. Headshots, I'm almost 300, kind of close. Yeah. Nice. Mike can maybe have one game. Maybe. I know I got a kill. It's this. Yeah. Alright. Let's reward about this one, yeah. Might have to get power on to do it, maybe. Maybe. Okay, I'm just gonna see if there's another way right. Alright. I'm hit this. Let's do this, alright.
Alrighty, yo, what is up guys, it is Bazza here today, back with another video. I hope you guys are doing all absolutely fantastic as per usual. Today guys, we're going to be going over the fastest ways and best strategies and attachments you guys want to use in order to get the most salvage and equipment in your zombie games, especially salvage being something that's quite important to Cold War zombies and something you're going to find yourself always wanting more of and that you're going to really use in every single game, that being the common salvage and the rare salvage. So recently on Reddit, a user named Matthew here has basically gone in and done some deep, I would say, testing on these attachments, because as you guys all know, the barrels, sorry, not the barrels, the suppressors and the body attachments like the flashlights, the lasers, the suppressors and the muzzle brakes, all that type of stuff, they do increase things like your salvage drops and your equipment drops, and more specifically the barrel stuff like the suppressors, you know, the muzzle brakes, those type of things, they increase your equipment drops, but they've never actually said what these amounts are. Treyarch has not given us any values on what is actually increased and how substantial the increase is, and that same goes for the lasers and the flashlights that increase your scrap and salvage drops. There has been no values at all that has been released to the public. So the Reddit user Matthew106 has gone ahead and tested all these attachments, and he says he's basically gone over all these attachments in 20 different games going to round 20, okay? So yeah, a lot, sorry, my apologies, 10 games going to round 20 using each of the flashlights, and really going and testing and noting down all these values and amounts that he's gotten from every single game. I'll link the Reddit down below if you want more in-depth results. There is literally a 20-page spreadsheet of all each individual games. But starting off, guys, and on screen here, as you can see, this is the salvage drops and how much it roughly increases your salvage drop for the particular flashlights here. So you can see the mounted flashlight theoretical change is around a 7.5% increase to common salvage and little to no change to the rare salvage. And he says originally I'd gotten very lucky with my rare salvage drops as much as I'd originally shown. So this is actually the second time he's tested this, by the way. The first post got a lot more traction than he expected, so he went ahead and retested it a lot more in depth, and these are the more accurate results here. So the next one is the Tiger Team Spotlight, and that gives you around a 12.5 to 15% increase for common salvage. Once again, little to no increase on change to the rare salvage. And then the last one here, which is the Amber Spotting Point, this is a 15% increase to common salvage and around a 5 to 7.5% increase for rare salvage. So in my opinion, this is definitely the one you want to use, and this is the class I used on screen here on my M16, and I'll show you some tests of what amounts of scrap I got and what round I was on. But yeah, a 7.5 increase to that rare salvage with the Amber Spotting Point flashlight thing, that's quite a good increase. Like, you're definitely going to notice this in game, and you even just notice going to round 10, you usually have like around 50 scrap, whereas usually you'd have no rare salvage at that point. So pretty good changes, and this applies for all weapons, okay? This doesn't just work for ARs, SMGs. These percentages are the same for any weapon class. So yeah, that's the class I was using here, and I'll show you how much I had at the particular rounds here and how much salvage I had. So at round 21 there, you can see I'm at around 800 scrap, so almost 1,000, and then I believe it's round 29 I am well and truly over 1,000. And keep in mind, I've already spent 500 to get my weapon rarity to epic, so that's 500 salvage right there. So I've basically earned around 1,500 salvage at round 29, which is pretty damn good. I mean, I've only recently just started using these, and I can tell the difference is quite amazing, and definitely something you want to use. Like, these attachments, I would say honestly a necessity. I would not recommend not using these attachments. They always help you out in games, and you're just going to be getting a lot more salvage. So if that's it and you're interested in the salvage only, then that's about it for this video. Thank you for watching, but we're going to go ahead and talk about the equipment here and the equipment drops. So as you can see right here, more testing has been done with all the different barrel attachments, suppressors, all that type of stuff here that changes the drop rate. So the flash guard here provides approximately an 80% increase to equipment drop rates, okay? That is quite a lot. Now, once again, it is linked down below if you want to see more in depth, like the amount of drops he gets for each different equipment. So I'll go ahead and just briefly tell you guys that basically Semtexes, Tomahawks, grenades, they're all around a 17 to 16% increase in drops. And then you've got like your stuns, your C4s, decoys, and it also does slightly increase your armor drops and your self revives as well. So all of that stuff is linked below on the Reddit post. But yeah, so flash guard 80% increase, suppressor gives you around a 70% increase, the SOCOM eliminator around a 100% increase to equipment drop rate, so literally double. It's pretty insane. Like, you're going to be getting a lot more stuff there. And then the agency suppressor is a 95% increase to equipment drop rates. But you want to keep in mind, these do have downfalls, so just because one says 100% increase, it probably will make your damage drop off and velocity, that type of stuff, so keep that in mind as well. But yeah, that is about it for the video, guys. I hope this absolutely fantastic as per usual. Today guys, we're going to be going over the fastest ways and best strategies and attachments you guys want to use in order to get the most salvage and equipment in your zombie games, especially salvage being something that's quite important to Cold War zombies and something you're going to find yourself always wanting more of and that you're going to really use in every single game, that being the common salvage and the rare salvage. So recently on Reddit, a user named Matthew here has basically gone in and done some deep, I would say, testing on these attachments, because as you guys all know, the barrels, not the barrels, the suppressors and the body attachments like the flashlights, the lasers, the suppressors and the muzzle brakes, all that type of stuff, they do increase things like your salvage drops and your equipment drops, and more specifically the barrel stuff like the suppressors, the muzzle brakes, those type of things, they increase your equipment drops, but they've never actually said what these amounts are. Treyarch has not given us any values on what is actually increased and how substantial the increase is, and that same goes for the lasers and the flashlights that increase your scrap and salvage drops. There has been no values at all that has been released to the public, so the Reddit user Matthew106 has gone ahead and tested all these attachments, and he says he's basically gone over all these attachments in 20 different games going to around 20, okay? So yeah, a lot, my apologies, 10 games going to around 20 using each of the flashlights, and really going and testing and noting down all these values and amounts that he's gotten from every single game. I'll link the Reddit down below if you want more in-depth results. There is literally a 20-page spreadsheet of each individual games. But starting off guys, and on screen here, as you can see, this is the salvage drops and how much it roughly increases your salvage to common salvage, and little to no change to the expected, so we went ahead and retested it a lot more. 15% increase for common salvage, 1 to 7.5% increase for run. But yeah, a 7.5 increase to that rare salvage with the amber spotting point flashlight thing. That's quite a good increase. Like, you're definitely going to notice this in game, and you even just notice going to around 10, you usually have like around 50 scrap, whereas usually you'd have no rare salvage at that point. So pretty good changes, and this applies for all weapons, okay? This doesn't just work for ARs, SMGs. These percentages are the same for any weapon class. So yeah, that's the class I was using here, and I'll show you how much I had at the particular rounds here and how much salvage I had. So at round 21 there, you can see I'm at around 800 scraps, so almost 1,000, and then I believe it's around.
Okay, I'm still finding their one right. Okay.
In this video, I will explain to you how to unlock.
Shut up. I don't need your help. There's nothing in here, right?
Hey guys, it's Luke, and I have a super easy way for you guys to gain 80 to 90,000 XP per hour and earn 7 Ethereum crystals per hour in Cold War Zombies without having to get the ray gun out.
Oh yeah, I'm done. Yeah. Hurry, oh my god. This was mine. Easily. Let's see what's happening. Yep, that's round one. It's pretty good.
Hey guys, Black Ops Cold War has its own Zombies mode, obviously, and with every new Zombies mode installment, there's always low round Easter eggs, and they're always brought to you by my buddies and crew, the No Thumbs crew. And shout out to Your Next Nightmare, Maniac Killer, and I'm the Wallace, the OG members of the No Thumbs crew. I've witnessed these guys absolutely bending the rules and breaking the game to do really complicated Easter eggs on really low rounds, like Dead of the Night, we did it on round 1. It was absolutely insane. But they have a whole resume of doing all these Easter eggs on the lowest rounds possible, and they're all world records. In my book, these guys are the kings of zombies. The way they mastermind and strategize is mind-blowing. And now the Cold War is here, they are taking over with a world record of round 4 for the main Easter egg on D Machina. They think they can do it even earlier. They're still working on it, but I wanted to show you guys some of their setup strategy that they use to get this really low round. I was in the game with them today, and yeah, they showed me some pretty amazing and epic stuff. Some new mechanics we've never seen in zombies before, and yeah, they absolutely took advantage of it. And we had unlimited points on round 1, had all the wonder weapons, pack-a-punched everything, all the perks you could ever want, and this is doing it without any glitches. I'll show you guys the tricks on how we set this up and got everything done on round 1, and then we did do the main Easter egg on round 4. Now there were certain steps that did push the rounds, and yeah, there was really nothing you could do about that. So the first thing you need to do when you get into the game is start building points, and there's a way to get unlimited points so you can open up all the doors and get everything that you need. And the rules for the Zombies mode is different than what we've seen in the past. If a player gets down, that player does not lose points, but the player that revives him gains points, and they gain 50 points at a time. And if you do this on round 1 and you don't open any doors or like turn on the power or anything like that, these zombies will stay forever. So it was 4 of us in the game, and we just paired up 2 of us over here, 2 at the other end of the spawn, and we just let a group of zombies down us back and forth while we revive each other back and forth, building points. You could literally stay here forever and have unlimited amounts of points, but we just wanted enough to get doors open and get on to the next step, and so we wanted to have almost 4,000 points each, and that took us around 15 minutes to accomplish. And another interesting mechanic that you would never know unless you did something like this is that when you crouch, zombies down you faster. So if you have a lot of zombies around you and you think you might get trapped or something, do not crouch. You will get down so much faster. But it was great for the strategy. That way we could just down really fast, revive really fast, and get this going. So this is the point-making system for this strategy, and anybody can do this. If you want to go in, obviously you have to be with someone else. You can't be solo. You can just hang here and build your points for doors and perks and pack-a-punch and everything for round 1. And there's a couple of things you don't want to do. You don't want to turn on power, and you don't want to kill a zombie. You can turn on power when you're ready to progress, but if you do that while you're still on round 1, it starts what's called a death timer, and the zombies eventually will start to die, and if you kill one, yeah, they'll start to die as well. So at this point, we felt like we had enough points to progress to the next step. Again, we're still on round 1, and this next step is really interesting. This is what can get you the die wonder weapon for all players. This is going to be utilizing the challenge console in the control room. We can sit and do challenges all day long on round 1 while gaining rewards, leveling those rewards up to legendary, and then that gives us the die wonder weapon. So we made our way around to Stamina Up and Jug, and then went through this area right here down into the control room. And we only opened those specific doors, and we let the player that had the most points open the doors and kind of worked it out that way. Now we're still going to be making points and using the downing method while we're doing these challenges. So there's a lot of challenges, and the challenges we want are the ones that say stay in a certain area and don't leave for a certain amount of time. Those challenges allowed us to level up our rewards without having to kill any zombies and allowing us to stay on round 1. We had to go through a lot of challenges because some of them wanted us to kill zombies, so we had to skip those, and we needed everybody to get to legendary status multiple times so that we could ensure that everyone had a wonder weapon. We didn't all need one, but we wanted one, and since we could do it, we did. So right here you can see that we are holding it down in the living room area of Noct, and the reward available is common. So it's going to go common, rare, epic, then legendary. This challenge wanted us to kill zombies, which obviously we can't. So we needed to wait for that timer to run out so we could buy another challenge. And each challenge costs 500 points. So yeah, we definitely need to be making points in between buying all of these. And we bought a lot of challenges and spent a ton of money on that challenge machine. But because we were earning money so fast, we were actually in the positive and gaining the whole time. We never had a deficit or struggled with money at all. We had plenty. But this definitely takes patient people, and these guys are definitely that. So right here, here's a new reward. It wants us to hold it down in the bedroom, and this is going to get me a legendary reward. You can see it on the left side of the screen right there. What's good about this challenge and reward system is that when you do get to legendary status, that reward most of the time is going to be the die wonder weapon. I think we all got it the first time we got the legendary reward status, and just one of us didn't, so we just ran the challenges over and over again. And yeah, you can do this unlimited as much as you need to. Once you get legendary status reward claimed, it goes back down to common, and you work your way back up to legendary again. And I don't know if you've noticed the points on the left, but yeah, they keep going up because we keep farming them. And I think by the end of this, we were satisfied. Yeah, we've got all of the weapons that we need. We can move on with the first step of the Easter egg. At this point, they all have the wonder weapon, and they have all their perks, so they're ready to go. And you can see it is round 1. So right here we are on to the main Easter egg and doing several of the steps, and this goes really fast because they are trying to speed run this. Again, they're trying to do this on a really early round, and when you turn on power, that starts the death timer, and that means you can't hold rounds anymore. Zombies will start to die. Also, there are certain steps that flip the round from like 1 to 2 to 3 and 4, and it's out of their control. Right here, it flipped to round 2. Nothing they could do about that. But again, they're working on all of this and seeing if they can find workarounds. Again, same thing here. We're on round 2, doing steps, and it forced it to round 3. And at this point, they had everything done, and they feel like, yeah, they could complete the Easter egg on round 3, but one of the final steps puts you underground. And when it teleports you, it does push the round. So right here, you can see that, yeah, it changed it from 3 to 4, and again, that's not necessary. It's just a part of the mechanics of how the Easter egg works. On this step of the Easter egg, it's one of the last ones. You can kill as much as you want down here. It's not going to push the round from 4 to 5. Once we easily finish that step, we headed to the chopper to exfil and complete the Easter egg. Now, I will tell you one thing that may freak you guys out. It took us about 700 downs between us to accomplish this. The reason why there were so many downs is because of us trying to get the wonder weapon to all 4 players to show that it is possible on round 1. And we needed a lot of money to keep buying the challenges. So yeah, we had to keep getting downs because we had to get that leveled up to legendary to get those die wonder weapons. And we were in the game for a little over 2.5 hours. It was a lot of fun. We definitely enjoyed this. This was not a painful process whatsoever. But yeah, you can see the downs and revives there on the screen. And this is what these guys do. They go to the extreme, do what it takes to make it happen. Oh, also something I forgot to mention is that when you're doing the downing method on round 1, the zombies do despawn, but they come back. And when they despawn, they do drop salvage. So you're collecting salvage for free. But this was a lot of fun. I would do it again in a heartbeat and definitely will be. But I hope you guys enjoyed this insanity, and we'll see you next video.
That's how it is. Okay.
Hey guys, I've got an unlimited money strategy for you on Cold War Zombies. This is solo, and you can have unlimited money as much as you want. You can get into the millions if you want to. About round 5 or 6, you can get dogs to spawn in unlimited, and you can climb up here on the edge of this airplane and just chill, and the dogs will jump up on top of the airplane and explode, and you're completely safe from them. They can't reach you, so they just explode and respawn over and over again. And before they explode, if you just put 1 bullet into them and damage them just very slightly, whenever they explode, you will collect points from them. So yeah, you can sit here forever and do this as long as you want. This round will never end. Again, you only have to damage them by just a small fraction. Even if they only take 1 damage, that's enough to collect points. Right here, I tried to see how long I could go and to see if the dogs would eventually die out, and they never did. I got over 100,000 points, and I could have kept going for as long as I wanted. The amount of points that you get per dog is 60, and that's it. You can't get any more than that unless you have a double points running. But yeah, just 1 bullet into a dog before they explode, and it's 60 points. It doesn't kill them, it just damages them. They respawn and come back with full health, and you just keep doing it. So I tried this on a regular dog round, and the dogs did eventually die out. But when I did it on the dog round that happens after you trigger the coffin Easter egg, the dogs never stopped respawning. Now, I did kill some dogs on the regular dog round, so that could have affected it. And with this one, I didn't kill any dogs. I just jumped on the plane and then let them respawn over and over again. You probably could have unlimited dogs on a regular dog round as long as you don't kill any of them. But right here, you can see I'm on round 6. I have fully pack-a-punched this gun up to tier 3. I've gotten all my perks. And I can also do unlimited trials. When you're on the really early rounds like this, the cost of the trials are really cheap. So you can just go do the trials and then come back over here and make money to do more. And that helps you to collect all the intel and stuff like that, or get legendary rewards, whatever you want to do with it. And I'll show you how to get on this ledge on the edge of this broken airplane. It's really easy. You just need to look at it from a certain angle right here. Just walk up against it, push forward, and then just jump. And it will mantle you up onto this small platform. You are able to move around a little bit up here, so just make sure you're moved back far enough where you're not taking damage from the dogs. This is real easy to get onto once you've done it a couple of times. Once you're up here, you can pick up salvage from the dogs. They drop quite a bit of it, and you could just hit your pickup button like over and over again and keep picking up all the salvage that they drop. Once they explode, it will kind of come flying off of them, and sometimes it will go towards the ground, but if you're spamming the pickup button, then you can collect it. One thing this does not allow you to do is level up weapons. You are making points, but it doesn't technically count as kills, so you can't level anything up. But yeah, it is great for doing all the trials. And you definitely want the trials where you're not having to kill stuff, so if you just have to go stand in a certain area and survive, that's real easy because you only have 3 dogs on you. One of the trials put me in a very small room where the power switch is, and yeah, I had 3 dogs in there, and I just ran up and down the stairs no problem at all. These things are real easy to deal with those kinds of trials. But yeah, this will help you collect all the intel that you can get from the trial machine, and also some of the trials are great and real easy to do with this dog round. There's one that says do not take damage, so you just go hop up there on the plane and chill, and that will help you progress. And then the one that wants you to survive the airplane wing, you would think would be tough with 3 dogs, but it's actually not. I find the dogs easier to deal with for these very small areas that you have to stay in, because they don't really attack you all that often. They just kind of wander around and they'll bump into you occasionally, but that's about it. And then for the trials that want you to kill stuff and you don't want to because you don't want to progress the round, you just jump up on the airplane and continue to make points off the dogs. And that will keep your money replenished so that you can keep buying the trials. And on round 6, it's only 500 every time. But yeah, they're probably going to need to fix this. This is pretty OP. It's not a fast method for making points, but for solo, there's not a lot of options for making points. With co-op, yeah, we've got a few, but yeah, this really helps out solo. I play on PlayStation, and I sat up on this airplane shooting dogs for 2.5 hours, and the game never gave me any problems. There weren't any crashes or anything like that, so it's really...
This has some glitch.
That's a nice Buick.
It's a nice Alexa.
No, Buick.
It's an Alexa.
That is a Buick.
I'm looking at it right now.
Right
You're looking
there.
at what I'm looking at, and I'm looking at an Alexa.
Actually, it's both. The first ever Buick Encore GX, available with Alexa built in.
What is up, everybody, and welcome to Myth-Busting Mondays here on a Wednesday. That's right, for Cold War Zombies. But this is just for today. I think next week it's probably going to go back to a Monday. But welcome back. The show that you guys have been asking me to bring back for so many months is finally here on the channel, Myth-Busting Mondays. So if you guys have got any myths you would like to see featured on next week's episode for Cold War Zombies, do make sure you leave them inside of the comment section right now. And we'll pick some myths for next week's episode. This episode right here, though, man, it is jam-packed, full of incredible myths, and some that will blow your mind. The final myth of this, and even the second myth of this episode, ridiculous. So make sure you guys sit back, relax, enjoy this episode of Myth-Busting Mondays, and if you guys are brand new to the channel, do make sure you click that subscribe button right now. Support the channel by maybe leaving a like on this video as well. I don't know. But today's episode is a different format. The one biggest comment that I got on the last series is that you guys want me to react to these things live, so I've recorded myself playing and doing the myths. If you want me to go back to the old format, that's fine. Leave it inside of the comment section. Let me know what you think. But here we go. Without further ado, Myth-Busting Mondays, Cold War Zombies, episode number 1. Okay, so the first myth of today's episode is being sent in by Nargrio, and he says, myth, can you avoid the jump scare if you have Eat the Shroud activated? So, if you guys don't know, the Eat the Shroud ability is one of my favorite abilities inside the game, actually. It's really good. It makes you invisible to the zombies for around 5 seconds, and that's just on the base upgrade. When you actually upgrade it, it goes for 8 seconds, and then it teleports you a little bit forward as well. But we can also get a jump scare inside of the map by activating 5 zombies in a certain order, and then when you go into the final zombie that's floating near the pond area, you'll get a jump scare. So, let's get up to that point. Let's go and get all those zombies activated, get that guy inside the pond, activate the jump scare, but before we do that, we'll activate our Eat the Shroud, and then see if that guy will attach to us or not, because all the other zombies are going to be ignoring us because Eat the Shroud's activated. So, let's see if he ignores us as well. Here we go. So first things first, we're going to go inside of the portal to go into the Dark Ether right now for Pack-a-Punch, and while we're doing this, we should be able to find a few of the zombies that are floating around the map. There's 5 locations, and after you activate each one, that's when you can get the jump scare. So let's see if we can find them real quick. And there you go, straight off the bat, we got our first zombie right there. So let's activate him, and let's go and find the other 4. Okay, we got our next one floating above the tail of the wing right here, so let's activate him. We should have our 3rd one right here, so let's have a quick look under the water. Yeah, there he is, let's get rid of him. And then 2 more to go right now, and then we can do the ghost. We got our 4th one right at this jellyfish and spawn right there, which means our final one is going to be located over at the pond right now, and then we can activate our Eat the Shroud and see if this ghost or this jump scare can actually interact with us when we are invisible to all the rest of the zombies. Yep, there you go, there's our 5th and final one, activate him, there's our guy in the middle. So if we actually go underneath this guy, it will activate the jump scare. So let's activate our Eat the Shroud, let's go under him. Oh, there you go! So you still get the jump scare even when you have Ether Shroud activated, and even when all the other zombies cannot get you. That's super, super cool. So yeah, there you go. And also, that Easter egg right there, I love. If you want to jump scare your friends, just do that secretly without them knowing, and then tell them to go and go underneath that zombie. They'll have no idea, and they'll get a jump scare in the game. I absolutely love it. But there you go. Thank you so much to Nagrio for sending that myth in, you legend. And let's go and make our way over to the next myth of today's show. So the next myth of today's episode is being sent in by Doug. And Doug says, myth, what happens when you use a chopper gunner during the protection stages of the boss fight? I don't know. I very, very rarely use the chopper gunner, and I've been to the boss fight maybe like 5 times, mainly because I've been doing a lot of stuff in-game instead of going all the way to the boss fight doing side Easter eggs. So we do have enough salvage right now inside of the game to get ourselves a chopper gunner. There we go. And now we can go and make our way into the boss fight because we're at the final step of the entire Easter egg. So we're going to go into our portal. We're going to activate the final ghost to get the picture spawned in, and then as soon as the picture does spawn in, we'll pick it up, get into the boss fight, and see if we can actually activate the chopper gunner in there. So I'll see you guys in literally a second. Okay, here we go. We're teleporting back right now. As soon as we get into this, I'm going to pick up the picture and instantly activate the chopper gunner, because I think if once you get down there, it's not going to work. So, we're now in, pick up the picture, activate the chopper gunner. We're in, and we're supposed to be in the boss fight right now. Wait, what? No! I honestly thought that it was going to teleport us right there, and we'd still... I can hear the chopper. The chopper's still flying around, but I'm not... Look, there it is. That's actually the thing for the chopper gunner, right? But I'm not inside of it. That is so weird. How weird is that? So the chopper is still out inside of the map, but I'm not. So maybe if we ever tried this again, I would have to activate it as soon as we get into this point. I know the person that left the myth said during the protection stages, but I just know that wouldn't work. Also, very quickly, does this work? No way! We're out of the boss fight inside of the Machina. No way, dude. So that boss fight is gonna activate, and we're just down here doing whatever we want. Dude, we're out of the map. It's a little bit questionable. We're fully outside in the normal part of the map right now, and the boss fight's about to begin. So I'm assuming that when it starts, we won't get any zombies, and it will just finish, and eventually we'll just be able to exfil over here. I mean, the boss fight's just started, and we're not inside of there. I'm a little bit confused. I love it, chat. I love it. Okay, well, oh, we are getting zombies. We are getting zombies. Okay, well, what I'll do is I will just stay here and see if the helicopter comes in. I'll be back in a second. This is a little bit nuts. Oh, my God, the boss fight has just finished, and I'm not lying, okay? You gotta believe me. That lasted about 45 seconds. If you are speedrunning this map, and you want to get a really quick time right now, do this. The boss fight's over, and I assume any second now, everything's gonna randomly start coming in. There it is! Oh my God, we broke the game, and we're not even on the final myth of this series yet, or at this episode. We're not even on the final myth. The final myth really does break the game, and you guys are gonna absolutely go nuts for that final myth. But here we go. Our exfil helicopter is coming in right now. We're already here. None of the ice beams have actually spawned in, and we can probably instantly get straight onto our helicopter right now. This is ridiculous. This is actually nuts. Okay, let's get on to our helicopter. We never even did the boss fight. We skipped the boss fight. There you go. So if you're struggling with the boss fight, there it is. The easiest way to ever beat D Machina. And we're not even done with this episode yet. So let's jump straight in to the next myth of today's show. I cannot believe that. Smash that like button. Next myth, let's go. Okay, so the next myth of today's video is being sent in by Dragon. And Dragon says, myth, can you kill zombies with a stun grenade during an insta-kill? Pretty interesting, right? An insta-kill zombies, it should work. So you can get stun grenades from the craftable table for salvage, or you can literally get them off zombies. We're inside of the starting room right now. As soon as we get an insta-kill, I'm going to go and salvage myself a stun grenade, and let's throw it at a zombie, and let's see if it instantly kills it. I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, we're back. We do have an insta-kill inside of the game right now, so let's go over to our craftable table. Let's actually craft a stun grenade, or let's craft 2 if we can. Yeah, we got 2. Okay, and hit some zombies. We got insta-kill active. Let's throw it at the zombie, let's see if it instantly kills it. Here we go. No. Wow, okay. That actually didn't do anything. I don't even think it hit it. Did it just go through it? Oh. No. Unless it dies right now. What? No. Weird! Okay, so in any other zombies game that we've ever had, so World at War, BO1, BO2, BO3, BO4, whenever you have an insta-kill activated and you throw a normal grenade at a zombie, just the direct impact alone on that zombie will kill it. But for some reason inside of Cold War, that isn't the case anymore. So they've changed some really weird mechanics inside of this game that I really can't explain why they would do. An insta-kill's supposed to instantly kill a zombie, so honestly I'm a little bit confused, but no, there you go. You can't instantly kill a zombie with a stun grenade, even if insta-kills up. That's so weird, but there you go. Thank you so much to Dragon for sending that one in. And without further ado, let's go make our way over to the next myth of today's show right now. And the final myth of today's show, the ultimate myth of today's show. You've seen the title, you've seen the thumbnail, and it's actually true. You can get unlimited points on Cold War Zombies on round 1. So if you want to get a full perkaholic on round 1, you can. If you want to open the entire map on round 1, you can. If you want to pack-a-punch on round 1, you can. How do you do this? Well, I'm sorry to say you can't do this solo, but as long as you're in a co-op game, either 2, 3, or 4 players, it's possible. And how do you do it? Well, you down yourself. And why does this work? Well, in all other iterations of zombies, when you down yourself and you get revived, the downed player loses points, and the person who revives gets points. But inside of Cold War Zombies, Treyarch have overlooked this, and the player that goes down doesn't lose points, but the person reviving gains points. So every single time you get a revive, you get 50 points. You do this over and over and over again, and you can have as many points as you want on round 1 inside of Cold War Zombies. Unlimited points on round 1. So what do I suggest? I suggest you guys get into games right now and do whatever you want to do on round 1 zombies, because this is going to be patched super quickly. So get into your games right now, have unlimited points on round 1, and enjoy yourselves, because this will be patched. And I also want to give a massive shout out to the founders of this, because it's actually nuts. So first things first, the entire No Thumbs crew. We've got Maniac Killer, the absolute legend himself. We've also got Your Next Nightmare, who's awesome. We've got I'm the Wallace 4286, another amazing legend. We've got Ricky Jr. 84, and we've also got Richard or Mass, who's actually just recently changed his name to Don't Try Mill. And I've left a link to all of their channels and social medias inside the description right now, so you guys can go and say a massive thank you to those guys, because they do incredible things. But there you go, that is unlimited points on round 1, and also the end of Mythbusting Mondays for Cold War Zombies episode number 1. Let me know what you thought of this episode inside of the comment section right now. Do make sure you leave a like on this video.
Earn your degree faster at Purdue University Global. With over 175 online programs, there's one for you. Start today with a 3-week risk-free trial. Apply now at purdueglobal.edu.
Hey guys, I've got an unlimited many.
Dude, I can't believe they could give off on round for this. They fucking did. The fucking claw, fuck the hell thing. Oh my jeez. Oh my god. This is insane. Yeah. How much like you're even do that? How the Frank would take 1,000 ounces and or say just enough though. Like a person said, yeah. tablet. Or if I could go right over here with me. Oh, I lose it every time. Dude, I said to turn off me. Are you kidding me? Dude, I just turned off a minute ago. There it is. Finally.